What if I told you that the richest, most powerful nation in history was once an afterthought, a mere speck on a map? Long before it became the United States of America, North America lay largely ignored, its vast potential overlooked by the world. In the shadowy mists of the late 1400s, explorers like Columbus set sail, believing they were charting a course to Asia. But instead, they stumbled upon a new world, unaware of the monumental changes. A faded map reveals the world as it was before Columbus's fateful journey. Land masses blur into obscurity, and mystery hangs in the air like a fog. The Vikings' claims, whispers of distant lands, echo in the background. Columbus, convinced the westward route would lead him to the riches of the East, sails into uncharted waters, only to find the crystalline blue of the Caribbean Sea. His dreams of spices turn to gold when he meets indigenous peoples he mistakenly names Indians, and thus begins a tale of ambition, conquest, and the relentless quest for what the grandeur of Spanish palaces gleams as Columbus returns to Spain, presenting the crown with tales of gold instead of spices. The king and queen, eyes wide with greed, demand more. Return, bring back gold, they decree, eager to expand their empire. Behind closed doors, a map is drawn, a line bisecting the globe, dividing riches and territories between Portugal and Spain. Over time, the Spanish Empire flourishes in the Caribbean. The camera sweeps over the lush greenery of the Americas, glimmering with minerals, yet untouched by European hands. As Spanish expeditions venture north, they find not the glimmering wealth they sought, but desolation, leaving vast lands of potential unexplored. Meanwhile, English eyes turn toward the New World, sending explorers, much too late, into a land ripe for colonization. Roanoke stands briefly, a ghost of a colony lost to the tides of history. Only as the sun rises over Plymouth, pilgrims step onto the shores, weary but determined. These strict Christians, armed with conviction and resolute purpose, reshape the landscape, outlawing revelry and forging a new society. Soon, the East Coast is a tapestry of British colonies, vibrant with the promise of prosperity. But shadows loom as the French claim vast swathes of land in the heart of North America. Igniting conflict, the scene shifts to a sprawling battlefield, the air thick with tension and the cries of soldiers. The French and Indian War engulfs North America, pitting British colonists against French settlers and their native allies. The clash of swords and the booming of cannons echo as the British emerge victorious, but at a hefty price. The screen fades to the worn faces of colonists, whose dissatisfaction blooms into rebellion as they grapple with the heavy hand. July 4th, 1776. A bold declaration pierces the air as Americans proclaim their independence. Fireworks burst overhead as newfound freedom ignites hope, but victory eludes them. 5 grueling years stretch ahead, road riddled with conflict and uncertainty. The fledgling nation struggles under the weight of an ineffective government, each of the 13 colonies pulling in different directions. A fragile union on the verge of collapse. In a dimly lit room, the founding fathers huddle over parchments, drafting a new constitution. Their faces reflect determination and urgency as they shape a federal government that would bind the colonies together. The year is 1789. George Washington stands before a throng, revered as the first president, a beacon of hope, leading a nation still as the continent expands before our eyes. Napoleon's ambitions swirl across Europe. In the backdrop of his conquests, he makes a critical decision: to sell Louisiana to the Americans. Tension crackles as the deal unfolds, a strategic move to undermine British interests while funding his campaign. The scene shifts from the negotiating table to the vast, uncharted families of pioneers gather their belongings, the ambition of a nation propelling them westward. The camera follows them across unclaimed land, dreams igniting like sparks in the night. But as they stake their claims, the indigenous peoples watch in despair, their homelands slipping away. The clash of cultures reaches a fever pitch, and the land they once knew as safe. In a climactic twist, the purchase of Florida marks another expansion, with borders drawn in blood and ink. Yet, Mexico's independence introduces a new neighbor with its own ambitions. The American settlers, lured by promises of land and opportunity, pour into Texas, outnumbering Mexicans. The camera captures the heated debate over slavery as Texas seeks to join the Union. Conflicted ideals clash, and a president's decision unravels the fragile fabric of unity. War erupts as disputes over borders escalate, culminating in a brutal conflict with Mexico, where fortunes are exchanged for land. The screen fills with maps, illustrating the swift American expansion. The final scene unfurls a vision of America in the 1850s, an empire of aspiration, shaped by battles fought and alliances forged. As the dust settles, the camera pans across the once divided land, now unified under one flag. The voice of Uncle Sam echoes through time, reminding us of the relentless pursuit of expansion. Dreams of a nation still being written. Now we stand at the precipice of history, where every choice has shaped the America we know today. Join us in exploring these pivotal moments, understanding how ambition, conflict, and spirit forged a nation. Subscribe for more tales that delve into the heart of America's journey, revealing the stories of resilience and transformation that continue to define us.